Today we'll be talking about the research process, and I'll be telling you a little bit about how the research process works. After completing the full one-week module, including all the assignments, you will be able to identify components of the research cycle, describe various types of information sources used for research, use active reading to generate research questions, formulate a working topic and a research question for your own project, and evaluate research questions. The research cycle is a social process of knowledge making. When you are doing research, you might start by delving into the knowledge base related to a topic. For instance, you might be very interested in bicycles, so you just start reading about bicycles and everything that's been written or is known about bicycles. As you read, you may begin to have some questions about your topic that aren't answered in the current knowledge base. So what you want to do then is learn to pose a question about a topic that will help you find out the information that you need. Once you have a question, you find or create sources of information that help answer your question. And after you've found enough sources to work with, you develop your own knowledge product. You develop an analyzed and synthesized paper or project or oral presentation that will answer your question. It doesn't stop there, though. You need to add your own knowledge project to the knowledge base on a topic. You would then be able to share your research with others so that you add to the knowledge base. And then the cycle goes on. Somebody else might pose a question about your topic, and so on and so on. Delving into the knowledge base involves reading or learning. Whenever you read something or learn something about a topic, you delve into the knowledge base about that topic. When you read this week's assigned articles, you will be delving into the knowledge base about E. coli and food safety. The 3 articles you'll read are just a tiny fragment of what is known about E. coli and food safety, but it is enough to get you started asking some questions. After you've read each article, read it a second time. The second time, write notes in the margins of the article, including at least 3 questions that the article raises in your mind. For example, Newman's article, Outbreak in Europe, raises the following questions in my mind. Why is this bacteria called E. coli? And if officials banned the sale of meat with the O157 strain in 1994, when and how were the other 5 dangerous strains of E. coli discovered? After you have some questions, you find or create sources of information to help you answer the question. Some sources of information include things like empirical data gathered through either observation or experimentation, interview data, survey data. You might send out surveys to find out about people's opinions or behavior. Visual images can also be sources of information, as can books and articles and websites that are written by others. A knowledge product is something you create based on your own analysis and synthesis of information you have found or created. It might be many things, such as a research paper, oral presentation, website or wiki page. You might share it informally with your friends. You might also apply the knowledge you've learned to solve a problem in the real world. But with real research, you add your knowledge product to the knowledge base on a topic. If you've done your research well, you've created some new knowledge, but creating knowledge is only part of the research cycle. You must share the knowledge you've created with others to have it add to the overall knowledge base and to make a difference in the world. The research cycle may sound straightforward, but it's actually a very messy process. Let's begin.